message here on the telephone, 'cause we've no idea when we're coming home. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, running round the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. How I ever made it without you. Heaven knows, heaven knows. I feel the weather changing, better get out soon. Don't let go of my hand, no matter what you do. Well, I'm here for you, through the thick and thin. We're on a winding road that never ends. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, heaven knows. Running round the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. How I ever made it without you. Heaven knows, heaven knows. Remember when we were just becoming friends? You took my hand for a dance, and I have loved you ever since. The storm is on our heels, and we'll be swept away. We better run, honey, what you say? Wanna be alright, with you by my side. I can't believe you're mine. Oh, Colorado, where will we go? Oh, Virginia, I wanna show you. Anywhere, I'll take you there. Heaven knows, heaven knows. Colorado, where will we go? Oh, Virginia, I wanna show you. I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, heaven knows. I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, heaven knows. Peace, be still, my darling. All is well, my darling. Your anxious heart may as well be stone. Oh, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Yeah, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Be still, my darling. All is well.
All right, so it's just our phones. Yeah.
We were like, it's fine. We don't need to see. Oh, well.
Okay. 48, does it need Phantom? I used a short. I used a short thing. I don't know if that
Cable works.
check. Yeah, I can see green on that second channel. Yep.
Great.
It's buzzy. Oh, that's
No, I can see green on. Oh, okay. All right. In planning center.
Listen, hi.
We haven't been doing this for 2-3 years.
Blame it on the drag queen.
It's a long history.
Sorry, we're having a weird thing happen. We normally, when we're sitting here, can see everything that's happening in front of us. It's very helpful. And right now we can't. So we're just.
He's saying he still can't.
I know it still doesn't.
No. That's.
I don't know.
That's delays too.
Oh. It's a little wonky.
Oh yeah, that's.
Maybe I should replace the cable.
Oh
I'm gonna just mute you guys. That buzz is coming from your side.
Sometimes, huh? Figuring out sound.
Stand by.
The buzz didn't go away when you muted us.
How are you all? I can't see your comments today. Oh, I think I have my phone.
Yeah.
No, 2 is the overhead mic. Dan is in 1.
We're
Yeah,
we're
so-
working on this,
Sorry,
folks.
Lois.
We see all your comments that say you cannot hear Kate.
And we know you can't, but she's gonna keep talking so that we can try to make it so that we know when we can't hear
The
her.
overhead mic should be on.
Why do we hear?
There you go.
Hey,
Okay. Now?
can now, can
Hashtag killing it. Okay.
I think we're good. I hope so.
Now we can do the
hear
cold
you
open.
Now. Okay, thanks, Steven.
You want to do the whole countdown over again?
Oh my
Just
gosh,
kidding.
what a disaster. Blame the drag queen. No, last night was amazing. That was beautiful. So proud of you. I'm happy for you. Okay, hi. Today is not normal. And not just because of that whole zoo that just
Yeah, that's normal.
occurred. That's normal. But the rest of today is not normal. We show up today with a big and difficult announcement. And it's hard to figure out how to hold space for a hard announcement. And so we went back and forth about what to do about the service and decided that the whole service needed to be held differently, to not just do the normal things. So it's going to be shorter, much shorter, and we're going to share our announcement, and it's hard, and we're going to cry a lot. Already been crying all morning, so wanted to say that up front because I don't want to gaslight you and be like, yay, hi, happy Sunday, and then dump something big on you. And want to prepare your heart and set expectations, if I could say the word expectations.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Band's going to do a song. We're going to share an announcement.
Then we'll take communion,
Take
together,
communion together.
and do one more song. That's how we're going to get through today. And I know it might feel weird to take communion together after our announcement, and I hope that you lean in because I think it could be a good way to get through together.
Yeah.
So,
Those are the rituals that ground us in what we can hold to.
so love you all.
All right.
Glad that you're here.
See you back in a minute.
Sometimes all we believe turns out to be just a scam, just trying to get my world, get it undamned. It's been my lifelong song. Who will take me just as I am. Help me to get my world, get it undone. I got 1,000 lost songs, far too many, they just got away. I've done 1,000 things wrong, far too many for me to name, but I'm not too far gone to fall headlong into the arms that love me. Now don't count me out just yet. I'm not your little lost lamb. God might still get my world, get it undone. I got 1,000 lost songs, far too many, they just got away. I've done 1,000 things wrong, far too many for me to name, but I'm not too far gone to fall headlong into the arms that love me. I got 1,000 lost songs, far too many, they just got away. I've done 1,000 things wrong, far too many for me to name, but I'm not too far gone to fall headlong into the arms that love me. No, I'm not too far gone to fall headlong into the arms that love me.
Ready? Nope. Okay. Deep breath in, maybe. Dear Sojo family, today we need to share an announcement about the future of this beautiful community that we've created here in San Diego and around the world, called Sojourn Grace Collective. This news is really hard for us to share, and it will be hard for many to hear. Close that window.
But just like we've always tried to do here at Sojourn, let's try to read through tears. We commit to showing up authentically and leading with vulnerability. And we commit to holding space for however you need to respond.
Come on there, yes, that's fine.
Your feelings matter to us greatly, and your experience is real, and it all belongs. It all belongs. As the coronavirus made its way to the States in March of 2020, I'm just gonna have to cry read of it. I can't do anything else. When the leadership of Sojourn made the call to not gather in person, but instead live stream a virtual church service, we all assumed it would just be a couple of weeks. Remember that? How cute that was?
Yes.
When one board member at the time talked about worst case scenarios being several months of impact, we all sort of rolled our eyes like, several months? How is that possible? There's no way it could be that long. You call it chicken littling, and I don't even know what that means, so I'm not reading that. But of course, we can all look back now and see just how wrong we all were about how significantly and for how long the pandemic would affect our lives.
Like all churches did, Sojourn saw a significant decline in church attendance during the pandemic. It was clear that most of the people that we served before the pandemic were not necessarily suited for a kind of virtual option. Furthermore, the economic impact of the pandemic caused everyone to reassess their financial situations, which led to then a not insignificant decrease in monthly giving here at Sojourn. In fact, the truth is, were it not for 2 rounds of the government PPP loan or grant the last couple of years, then Sojourn would have ceased operations probably a year ago. However, it turned out that because of the PPP loans, and then also due to some growth from creating this dynamic, high-quality live stream virtual church, plus a decrease in expenses, mostly like not having to pay rent for a facility, this did allow Sojourn to stabilize for 2020 and 2021.
Last fall, when the world started opening up again, Sojourn played it cautiously, but we also made values-based decisions, which has always been our MO. And it meant that we would not return to in-person services until it was possible for all in our community. Remember how excited we were to have like a big reunion for the things we all dreamed about, huh? And we followed the guidelines for such gatherings as laid out by the county. We learned a lot during those 4 months at the end of 2021 when we tried to offer in-person services again while maintaining our live stream virtual service. 2 of the main takeaways were, one, that as a mobile, portable church, it's still a massive undertaking to set up and tear down every Sunday, and we greatly struggled to find the help and volunteer base needed for such an effort. And 2, attendance at Sojo was drastically lower than before COVID, and there was just no denying the massive impact of COVID-19 on our church.
Then fast forward to this most recent summer, and we tried yet again to resume in-person services. And even though we did our best to alleviate some of the pinch points from the previous fall's attempt, after just a month in July of doing services, Kate and I, we had to be honest about the situation, which is this. COVID-19 effectively ended the version of Sojourn that started in 2014 in our living room.
Do you want to read your last line? Oh, you're okay.
And while our virtual services have created a gorgeous community these past 2.5 years, the truth is that trying to become an in-person church again essentially would be like starting over.
And at that point, we had to have the honest conversations with each other, us two. As the only employees at Sojo, as pastors of this church, we had to be honest with each other that we simply didn't have it in us to do this all over again. The effort and work it would require to get Sojourn back to a sustainable and growing organization was simply beyond what we have capacity for in our lives right now.
Upon reaching this conclusion with one another, we paused our in-person gatherings and we went back to just virtual. But we then had to share with the board where we were at. And that occurred during our board meeting in August. They listened to us as we shared our experiences and our perspectives, both about the state of Sojourn, as well as our current capacity as co-pastors. After thoughtful discussion and insightful questions, there was agreement that even though Sojourn was always designed to outlast the Martins as founding co-pastors, the global pandemic altered that plan dramatically.
After thorough consideration, the board concluded that the only viable option was to wind down the organization. Therefore, we put it to a vote, and the motion to dissolve Sojourn Grace Collective passed with 5 yeas and 1 nay. The announcement is hard, and it brings up a lot of emotion. It's funny reading that on the script while you're bawling your head off.
Oh, does it?
We honor the sadness for those who found their people, found community, found home at Sojourn. And we understand that the closure is cause for mourning.
We honor the disappointment for those who believe in our mission with their whole heart. And for those who've given themselves to partnering with us toward creating this community of radical love and inclusion. We understand the disappointment in this news, but we also want to make sure that we honor other kinds of emotions as well. Kate and I have talked a lot over the years about how common it is in our culture to associate endings as a kind of failure. Yes, sure, there is a version of the Sojourn story where you might say that we didn't succeed, or that because we closed down, our church failed.
But we strongly feel that endings do not have to be bad. Endings need not be greeted with resistance or a sense of failure. We've always taught at Sojourn about the cyclical rhythm of life, birth, death, and rebirth, and nothing lasts forever. All things are impermanent. These are lessons that we've learned together for 8 years.
In fact, our very name was chosen because the word sojourn means a short and temporary stay. And we always knew that the spiritual life is about movement and growth and transformation. It's not about reaching some kind of end destination and then staying there forever. I don't know, maybe the fact that Sojourn's sojourn has come to its end might be the most natural thing I can think of.
Over the past 8.5 years, we've held space for hundreds, maybe thousands of individuals who've wondered if they'd ever know the love of God or the love of community again. We've been a place for broken hearts to find healing and for scarred people to find wholeness, for hurting people to find hope.
We've served communion to those who never believed that they could be worthy of such gifts of grace. We've celebrated the beauty of all people as beloved children of God. And as we sit here today and look back over the past 8.5 years, we do so with pride in our hearts. For we cannot believe all the beauty and all the sacredness and all the life that has grown as a result of this incredible community.
And we want to say to all of you, both past and present Sojourners, a sincere thank you. We hold in our hearts a deep well of gratitude for those all along the way. Those who volunteered countless hours with kiddos or on the music team or for our Thanksgiving meals. For those who served with kindness and hospitality, who opened their homes for small groups, who put on special events to foster community.
For those who believed in the vision of Sojourn and showed up regularly to make it so. And for those who supported our church financially and gave offerings both big and small to ensure that our church could continue to be a place of belonging and healing and hope.
The plan that the leadership team came up with was to close down operations at the end of October, so we'll be continuing providing Sunday morning virtual services between now and then, with Sunday, October 30th being our final gathering. And we really hope you continue to join us to say goodbye to this thing. Furthermore, it's very important to us that those who still want or need community after Sojourn closes will have help to do so. So we'll be collecting a list of churches and communities that we believe would be safe and Sojo-esque, as well as resources to help you continue your journey of faith. If you ever have any questions about any of this, please feel free to email us at info@sojourngrace.com.
Thank you for making these last 8.5 years some of the most enjoyable and meaningful years of my life and of our lives. It's been a joy and an honor to serve you as your pastors.
We end our announcement today by reading what we've posted on our website since the very beginning. It's our What We Believe statement as a church on the website. And it's all about what we believe about you. At Sojourn Grace Collective, we believe that you are valuable and enough. You are the powerful creator of your own life. You have good reason to be skeptical. You are not alone. You are worthy. You are spirit. You are an artist. You belong and you have something to say. You have been hurt in life and you have good questions. You are beautiful, loved, and have what it takes. You have a purpose and your opinion matters. You are trustworthy and have something to teach. And we believe that this is true for all gender identities, sexual orientations, religious affiliations, ethnic backgrounds, and socioeconomic statuses.
If you have breath, then you belong. We believe you are a beloved child of God, just as you are. Full stop.
There's no right song that holds all of the different possibilities for feeling. We're going to sing something hopeful. And while we do, you all are invited in the comments to love each other, to be here and to be with us and to share your lament, to share your hope, to share your gratitude, to share your fear, whatever you've got. We love you.
Would you believe me now if I told you I got caught up in a wave? Almost gave it away. Will you hear me out if I told you I was terrified for days? I thought I was gonna break. No, I couldn't stop it, tried to slow it all down. Crying in the bathroom, had to figure it out. With everyone around me saying, you must be so happy now. Oh, if you keep reaching out, then I'll keep coming back. And if you're gone for good, I'm okay with that. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. Light on, light on, light on. And I am finding out there's just no other way. I'm still dancing at the end of the day. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. Do you believe me now? I always had the best intentions, babe. Always wanted to stay. Can you feel us now that we're vulnerable in oh so many ways? Oh, I'll never change. Oh, I couldn't stop it, tried to figure it out. Everything kept moving and the noise got too loud. With everyone around me saying, you must be so happy now. Oh, you keep reaching out, and I'll keep coming back. If you're gone for good, then I'm okay with it. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. Light on, light on, light on. And I'm finding out there's just no other way. And I'm still dancing at the end of the day. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. Light on, light on, light on. Oh, would you leave a light on? Oh, would you leave a light on? If you keep reaching out, I'll keep coming back. If you're gone for good, then I'm okay with that. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. 'Cause I'm finding out there's just no other way. And I'm still dancing at the end of the day. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on. Light on, I'll leave the light on, light on, light on.
remember the first few communions in our living room when it was really just a big meal and everyone brought over a bunch of breakfast foods. And you often talked about the goldfish crackers that were crushed into the carpet. And we'd vacuum up afterwards.
So much freaking goldfish crackers.
It was just the greatest.
Every Saturday night, you and I, just the two of us, would rearrange our
Oh my
entire
God, it was
house.
so fun.
Our whole house. We would move the entire thing around. Every piece of furniture got moved to a different spot every Saturday night so that Sunday morning everybody could come in. It was fun.
What is it?
Memories don't go away.
Nope. Soft-baked almond flour bars, nutty banana bread. With the tagline that's very Sojourn. Only purposeful ingredients, nothing artificial, ever.
And I have some of your communion.
Yeah, I brought it up.
I didn't bring my own.
Thanks. Here you go.
Take what you have and may it be your touch point this morning that you are a beloved child of God, full stop.
Licked a crumb off my phone.
Ben, read the room.
I don't know why I did that. Scarcity was like,
So like you dropped a crumb on your phone.
on my phone, and
Fully
then
licked
actually
it.
just like fully licked the.
Just licked it.
Didn't let the body of Jesus fall to the ground.
Well,
You'd make a good Episcopalian
Yeah,
or Catholic.
I've tried a couple of times.
And then this is decaf. So I'm trying to cut back on calf.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. Take and drink what you have.
Is this decaf?
at least you didn't lick it.
At least you didn't lick it.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to keep showing up every 7 days for the next 5 Sundays, because there's 5 Sundays in October. And, yeah, we hope you join us.
Just because the thing is ending doesn't mean it's not valuable or important right to the end.
Yeah.
And always.
Yeah. We're gonna end this thing in some ways the way we started it. It's just really, I don't know, casting a vision for what wholeness looks like. What it looks like to be people of love. Okay. Benediction. I don't even
How do
wanna
we do that?
I
Because
don't-
we can't see it.
Somebody will lead us.
We're not going to put the thing on the screen.
Oh,
Will
do you guys
someone
remember it
please?
after 8.5 years? How it goes?
It's only 3 words.
Man, I look good this morning.
You happy about the monitors being off all the time?
Love you, Susan. Thank
Hey,
you.
it could be worse. You could be licking phone
Oh,
screens.
thanks,
Hey.
Steven.
It even says, be brave. It's on the screen.
Because
you're a child of God.
And Steven says, be kind to kind.
Because
So is everyone else.
Love ya.